What's 10 seconds between friends? What's up, guys? Chilling out at my sister's place. We got this guy coming to join us with his Easter eggs. What's up, Easter egg boy? How you doing? Don't fall off the back of that. That wouldn't be fun. Dingle, dingle. Huh? Huh?
Another thing over there.
What?
It's way not bigger than us. That's it.
Oh, yeah, look at that one. That one's kind of beating us out with our little platform up here in the tree. Yeah, so, what's up, Owen? Okay, sit down, crazy boy. Sit down, please. We'll fall out of the tree. Hey, Shelly. Kenny, Louie, Cody. Just a few updates tonight. We're just hanging out in the tree at my sister's house here in, I guess we're technically in Sparks, but they consider it Reno still, because Reno's like the downtown area of Sparks. I don't know. I think Sparks is its own place, but Reno is right next door. And yeah, it's kind of nice up here. We're up like 4,500 feet. Exercise is, the cardiovascular thing is definitely noticeable a bit, even though I'm still powering through it. Are those real eggs or are they pieces of chalk?
They're eggs.
Really? They look a lot like chalk.
I'm pretending they're eggs.
Oh, you're pretending they're eggs.
Da-dow.
Da-dow. Oh, you managed some apartments out here right now, Shelly? Okay, Scrimmy. I remember I told you if you're going to come up here and do the live stream, then not a whole bunch of reaping and rapping. But, hey. What do you know?
I know wood.
What about wood?
That it's a little wintry and that's why no biggie.
Dude, you just stay sitting down, bud. I don't need you falling out of the tree, okay? What updates do I got for you guys up here? Obviously, I'm not going to show you any snakes because my sister doesn't have snakes. Her husband is not the biggest snake fan, although he has held a couple of my snakes. They're not going to be having any snakes here at this household. Went back to the coast, didn't have to breathe. 5,000 feet. Yeah, I stayed for a while in a town called Kirkland, Arizona, which is outside Prescott. Prescott is about a mile high, but Kirkland was about 1,000 feet lower, so we're like 4,500 feet. And nice though. I do like the high elevation. We got snow on the mountains out there in the distance I can see. I won't bother showing you because you guys won't be able to see it. But I can see snow from here. But even though it's nice, it's like almost 80 degrees today, I think. We went for a hike. That video will make it on... It's going to be like a bonus video because the next video is coming up on the vlog channel is going to be... We're not doing Friday video. We're doing a Saturday video. Okay, here's the first update to you guys. Had a snake lay on Saturday when I was coming back from Freedom Breeder. Oh, did it end up being the 19th? What day was that? Am I all backwards? I guess that was the 19th, wasn't it? I need to change the date on the vlog thing. It was the 19th. This snake was laying eggs. Yes, Noah? Hello?
Hello, Stinky Noah Head.
So I came back from Freedom Breeder. Snake was laying eggs. And she had laid 7. It was my big fire clown, Lucy. She laid 3 eggs last year. Remember when I was, actually last live stream we did here, this last Patreon live stream, we looked at her and I was like, I bet she's got 10 eggs in her. Well, guess what? She had 10 eggs in her. Well, see, they were born on, they're hatched. I keep saying hatched when I mean laid. They were laid on your birthday, Kenny. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool that I guessed correctly just by looking at her. There were actually 10 eggs. That was correct. 0 slugs. The issue was that, okay, so I got back, she had laid 7 of the eggs, and I popped in the night when I got back from Freedom Breeder. 7 eggs, and I could see she was working on a couple more, so I set up the cameras and the lights. You guys, I'm gonna totally spoil Saturday's vlog for you guys, because this is what Saturday's vlog is basically gonna talk about, but I figured, why not? And then you guys you won't be able to see actually what I show on Saturday, so I can at least ruin the story for you. Are you going down?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second while you do that, so I make sure you don't go donging around. Dingle dongy.
Made it.
You made it? You're not on the ground yet, ding ding.
Well, I got on one stairs. And I got at the
You just focus on what you're doing, boy. No, not the camera. You. Watch your feet. Watch your hands. Don't look at me. Focus on what you're doing.
I wanted you guys to tell.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, it's not going to look at you anymore. Yeah, it's a chair in a tree. So, put the cameras and lights up. And that immediately became not a good idea when she decided she didn't like the cameras and lights, and she proceeded to not continue laying eggs and left all of her clutch with eggs still in her and left the tub, went into the racks, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I guess this is a bad idea. I put her back in the tub, closed it up, went upstairs, went to sleep. And while I'm up there, she laid another egg. So she didn't, it's not like she stopped right there. She did lay another egg after I left her, and there was 8 eggs that she had laid. Came back down the next morning, she was just done. Like, she's laying on the eggs just like, as a snake, you can tell when a snake's kind of done laying. It's like they haven't been moving for a while, and it's just, there's no, she had stopped laying basically, but there was still an egg in there I could see. So I decided to try and help palpate the egg out, which I did successfully. It took a long time, a lot of patience, like a couple hours of palpating, which isn't necessarily the best technique. So after that egg came out successfully, and it was a huge egg, by the way. This is a massive egg. All the eggs she laid were already big. This one was bigger than the other one, so I could see why she had like given up. And then think about her last season that she laid 3, it wasn't last year, but the year before, she laid 3 eggs. This year she had 10, so it's like 3 times as many plus. And so successfully palpated out egg 9, and then it ended up being somewhat of a C-section because there was a 10th egg in there. And I went to go and decide I successfully helped her palpate out egg 9. I'll help her palpate out egg the last one that's clearly still in there. And this one went a lot fat, like it moved down her pretty quickly and just came out, and I like fast. And I was like, what on earth? How'd that? And it looked bad. There's something wrong. I was like, oh, there's like blood on it, and there's like veins on it. And it, after a couple of minutes, less than minutes, I guess, within a few seconds, I kind of dawned on me that I basically helped her palpate out an egg that was still in her oviduct. So it came out still in her oviduct, like a link of sausage that I'm totally ruined Saturday's vlog for you guys, by the way. A link of sausage, egg out inside the oviduct. Hey, Sandy. Thanks for joining us. And that was bad. And I was like, what do I do? I was like, I can't like shove it back in there. I called the vet. I was like, okay, this is way above my pay grade. Got down to the vet, and they made an incision in her oviduct, got the egg out, which is now in the incubator and probably going to hatch successfully, which is nice. Stitched her up, put everything back inside. So I think she's good. But it was a very stressful event for her, I'm sure, much more than me. But yeah, that sucks. So that's what Saturday's vlog's gonna be. That's the update on that. And then update on Junior is, so the light at the end of the tunnel is that she is recuperating. I have Jalen checking on the snakes every day right now, and he's poking in on her just to look and see. She's good. She's looking like she's gonna make a full recovery. You can't tell with that stuff. Obviously she's done breeding. She'll never breed again, being that she's got scar tissue on her oviduct now, so that'll never happen. But luckily she does have her granddaughter, her grandchildren, grand snakies that will be hatching this season. So it's not a complete, silver lining and all that. But I'll let you just watch the vlog. It won't ruin anymore. I pretty much ruined the whole thing for you guys. But you can still see at least the visuals, because I did capture on camera the action of palpating and the first egg coming out well, that I helped with for a couple hours, and then the next one coming out really quickly after badly, and the egg outside of her is still inside the oviduct, all that. You'll see that on video. And then I'll talk too at the end of the video about how I'm expecting to catch some blowback in the comments, and that I don't care, because I already felt like nobody could make me feel as bad as I did that day already. So I'm not worried about it too much. And then plus I want people to be able to learn from, my mistake. And hey Dan, better late than never. And that's that. Now, update on Junior. This won't be any video too soon, I don't think, just because of the videos I have coming out. The next video after that vlog that's coming on Saturday is going to be Music Monday, when we played the show. and I'll get the action of the show and the songs we played, which was a really good show, by the way. That show we went off like perfectly. It was one of the most fun shows I played recently. And then after that is going to be a bonus video here, and then I haven't filmed whatever the vlog after that's going to be. But so Junior, yeah, exactly. Somebody's going to always going to find something to complain about, no matter how good anything is. So that I'm not really. I'm not 100% past it. You know, I'm not 100% past not caring at all what anybody thinks or says on any video comment wise. Like, I'm getting there because I don't want to be that. I just want to be myself and, you know, be 100% honest and authentic with whatever it is I put out there, and not. It's still there. There's still that. I can feel it when I'm making a video and I'm thinking about how it's going to be received. You know, it's hard to not have any thought at all about how something's going to be received, you know. But I'd really like to get away from that as much as possible and just put out what's true and honest to myself as far as content, and be what it is, you know. So, yes, the snake. And I don't know, you know, I didn't say this on the video, but I don't know that she would have even had, you know, that if I had not intervened whatsoever, if she would have made it, you know. She might have just become egg bound with that big ass egg that was stuck in her, and she maybe would have just ended up dying with the babies as well if I had not intervened. So but there's no way to know because I did. But yes, the good side is that she is alive, and all of the eggs are out of her and looking like they're all gonna do well. They all have veins, they all have embryos. So yeah, that's definitely the bright side, and is probably more positive than anything else. Junior had his CT scan the other day. That was on the 18th. He had his CT scan, and they got good results from it. They were able to tell this and that, and he actually just had his surgery today. He had his surgery, got that what do you call it, salivary gland, whatever it was that was getting infected, all that tissue in there, it's all removed. They're actually going to send a piece of that in for biopsy as well, just to get more information on what exactly, because it was a good sized mass. And UC Davis just called me a few hours ago, so that he's out. He's got the intubation is out. He's breathing on his own, so he's back. He's recovering. They're gonna keep him until Thursday and put like a patch on him that slowly releases opioids to keep him comfortable, because it was a pretty intense section of, you know, big mass that they pulled out, and it's just gonna be, he'll be sore, so they want to keep him comfortable. So, and then of course Riley will be picking him up on Thursday, because I would pick him up because when I leave here from Reno. I'm actually going to be going right through Sacramento on the way home. I would love to be able to pick him up. However, I do believe they're going to want to see him again for a follow-up appointment. And so it just makes more sense to let Riley keep him for that next appointment, so that he's completely out of the woods. But potentially this is going to be the last time. You know, if everything goes well and he recovers well from this, then potentially this is the end of the road for Junior's struggles. So this should be it. If this is what's good, if this is, you know, if ideally, I'm like trying to put too many words to a simple sentence. Ideally, this is it. Ideally, this is the last time Junior's gonna have to go to have any kind of treatment at the vet, other than a follow-up appointment. So here's the hope, man. It's been a long journey. He's now officially the most expensive Triple B snake, surely because of vet appointments. It's crazy to think that Junior actually came to me because of a mistake my buddy made. I paid for a rack that he built around those Freedom Breeder tubs, those FB90s. That was my buddy Shannon that built that out of metal, and he built it to the wrong size tub, so I had to like just cut all the sides of those tubs off to make them fit, and they lost their rigidity and their you know, so for all the inconvenience I had to go through, as well as like driving 2 hours to go pick it up when it was supposed to go to my house, all this other stuff. That was where Junior came from. Shannon's like, man, I feel bad, like I can't, because the rack was not what it was supposed to be when I got it, and he basically sent me Junior, who was a production. I don't know if you guys know, I'm sure Kenny, some of you guys, Retic followers, know who Gavin Bowe and Salvador Valita is. Gavin Bowe is the guy who runs the Retech Nation Facebook page. He's been on Triple B TV. Salvador Valita produces all kinds of crazy, like he produced that Moschino Motley Anthrax stuff recently. Anyway, those guys produced Junior in a joint breeding together, and that's where he comes from. But yeah, man, this has been a kind of a nice I don't want to call it a vacation because I was still doing lots of work today. Like I did, put up products on the Freedom Breeder website and was doing work on the website and making Facebook posts for Freedom Breeder and editing and the video for tomorrow. So it's not like I'm on vacation. It feels kind of like vacation because I'm visiting with my sister and my family's here, but it's not like I don't work. One of these days I'm gonna take a day off. I don't know when it is gonna be, but I'm sure it'll be someday. Luckily, I like what I do, so a day off isn't necessary. But it would be nice. One day, I'm gonna go to a show. I'm gonna go to a show one of these times, probably Tinley, and not film one of the days and just go, like hang out with everybody, not film anything, and just like check out the show, just like I was a normal attendee, not documenting anything, and just enjoying it like a regular person. I've been talking about this for a long time. I don't know if I'll actually do it, but it's nice to think that I might. I'm in Sparks Forest. I just called you Forest, Marshall. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, Sparks. I couldn't tell you where Lemon Valley. I've been to Reno one time before when I was playing with the band a long time ago. We had a show in Reno. That was a long time ago. Oh, Kevin's actually gonna go to. Yeah, they've been ramping back up on the social media thing. I know that he was talking to Brian for a bit, like not sure how he was gonna survive and make it, with everything he's been doing and keep it going. And he's got that guy over there, Donnie, pushing his social media stuff a bit more. He's just hired Jeremy Turgeon, and it looks like he's looking to step things up. So going to Tinley in fall makes sense for him. Yeah, that'll be cool. I'll have to get definitely have to get an interview with him. I wonder how that'll go. I don't know. I can't figure out exactly that. Freedom Breeder, like Lindy and Kevin have a relationship that goes way back. Like they were a partner team that brought in a lot of those first ball python morphs, like the spider and a lot of the other things that Kevin proved out, like were snakes that Lindy brought in. But I think something happened there along the line. Like I don't know if Lindy felt bummed out that Kevin didn't give him any credit for stuff, but even though it was because of Kevin's book that I found out about Freedom Breeder in the first place. So I don't know, but there's something there. There's something there that I haven't quite figured out what it is, but it's definitely something. A whole day without vlogging at Tinley. You better start twitching. Probably start twitching. Oh, I thought you meant like doing like a Twitch stream. Become a Twitch streamer instead of a film vlogger creator. Yeah, I might, but I might not. Yeah, luckily I think Freedom Breeder books their hotels out. Well, Garrett, Garrett might not do the house this year. Yeah, Sparks seems pretty nice. There's definitely a lot of new development here. I'm not sure what it was like when you were here last, Marshall, but there were definitely there's like the Sparks Marina, and there's this place called Shields I'd never even heard of somehow. It was like Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop, like on steroids. Pretty cool. They had like giant fish tanks in there the kids were checking out. They had like too many bowling alleys. The boys are just bowling like for fun. They have set up, and big Ferris wheel in the middle of it. Pretty cool little store. That would be cool. I've never gotten to meet Kevin. I've always had a daydream of being able to go over there to the East Coast sometime, do some videos, and like jam out with him because he's got that heavy metal band and he plays. That would be fun. Yeah, I would like to actually go to downtown Chicago for bits. Especially being that I've been to Chicago like, 4 times now, and haven't been anywhere but Tinley Park. Yeah, he seems like a crazy guy. Yeah, Crotalus, that's the name of his band, right? I've watched a few of the videos. Good too. I mean, pretty technical. Like that's not some run-of-the-mill riffing. There's some pretty serious riffs and leads going on there. It actually feels like spring everywhere but California. All my grass is brown already. I remember I talked in that vlog about kissing the green spring goodbye. It's gone. My grass is already turned brown. It happens like that overnight. I know that it's a rattlesnake, Kenny. It's actually spelled Crotalus too. Just if we're gonna get technical here. uh, um, yeah, you definitely didn't get to see this. You got to see the expo. That was awesome. You got to see a nice slice of the population of the reptile population of the states. But the U.S. is huge, Owen. Like, there's you couldn't go to a single city and have seen the U.S. The U.S. is big. I mean, we're like one of the closest things to the wild. I mean, it's still the Wild West out some spots, you know. I mean, until you get to Hawaii, then you get more Wild West out that way. But I know I got excuses too. Yeah, I did say Garrett might not get a house. At least that's what last time because Brian Gundy was planning on going, and I mean Garrett's been really busy. I think he's getting a little overwhelmed with everybody that like wants to come and stay at the house. But it was his idea to start with. He knew what he was getting himself into. So I'll have to call him and see what's actually going on since he doesn't have any time to join us for these live streams. Yeah, Alaska is like a whole different country in itself. Like, I mean, just the lower 40. There's so much open space here. So much open. And Alaska has probably got more of it than anywhere in the U.S. Even in the lower 48 here, though, we've got so much. It's really astonishing how much open space there is because it's young. I mean, think about it. This place, this side of the country in particular, hasn't been really very much populated for more than 100 years or so. You know, I mean, more for sure, but not by much. You know what I mean? When you think about Ireland, it's a little tiny island. It's been populated for way longer than this side of the world. I think that my dad was talking about some stuff that there's a lot of different nationalities. There are more people from different nations living in America than in the nations themselves. Like there's probably almost guarantee there's more Irish people here in the States than there are in Ireland. Like that's got to be a guarantee, right? With the size of that island and how many Irish have made it over here over the past century or plus. Yeah, like way more. And that's not just true of Ireland. Like there's more Greek people here than in Greece. I'm sure there's more Italian people here than in Italy. Like that, it's just that's where we are the destination for the world for the most part. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, just to go see one state, just to go see California. You know, you're talking about at least a couple weeks, and you'll see some of it. Some. Yeah, Alaska's the true Wild West. Alaska's like the real Western frontier. Most of Asia's in British Columbia. Yeah, a lot of open space out there in the world still, not just here. Lots of open space out there. It'd be interesting to see where humanity goes in this next century. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You don't think there's enough open space? What city do you live in, Kenny? I don't recall. I know I've sent you stuff, but I don't remember what town you're in. There's definitely plenty of space on Earth. I mean, it depends on your perspective, I guess, but there's so much more open space than not, like way more than not. Yeah, Tucson, that's right. I mean, Arizona's got a lot of space too. There's a lot of space. That makes sense. Yeah, Marshall, I'm sure that you guys probably got more open space than most. What's up, boy? What you doing up here?
Just hanging out with ya.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey, remember that time we weighed my lollipop?
Yeah, well, LA, the city of LA. Wait, what about your lollipop?
Remember that time we weighed it?
Yes, yes, of course.
And how heavy was it?
Oh man, it was like,
Well,
I feel like it was like
guessed
50 something grams, I think.
Yeah. I feel like it was.
Yeah, even LA.
20
Hey, Shelly
something.
says hi. Can you tell her thank you for the bubble guns?
Thank you for the bubble gum.
Guns.
Wait, she's the one who gave us them?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, you forgot.
Well, I didn't
Or maybe
know.
I forgot. There was what was I gonna talk about? I'm not ticklish, boy. You know that. Hey, take it easy up here. Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't. Well, I didn't open them. I think Hillary opened them. We didn't. It was like a mystery package at the time.
There's no room for you.
What was I
There's
gonna
no
say?
room for you.
Oh, LA. Yeah, LA is spread out as far as like the county. The LA area definitely takes up a lot of space, but the actual city of LA is not that big an area. It's
You're
just that
going to
it
be
sprawls
squished
out
and
through all these different
spider
towns,
web will
and
get you.
even outside of the the Southern California area, there's like no borders between cities. Basically, it's like you can drive into one city and into the next and not even realize it.
I don't see any.
Except maybe the shades of the color of the street signs. That's about it.
Nothing to worry
5 snakes, huh? I'm curious to see what you actually ended up getting there.
I mean, squished. I will get out of here. Fungus.
Yeah, they'll get it going.
Fungus.
We'll do some. Well, Los Angeles is a city as well. There's the county of LA, but LA is also a city. So it's the same thing as like, I don't know, any other place that has the city is the same name as the county. There's other place. Where is it? Oh, like Manteca is the first one. Manteca or Alameda is another one that comes out. Alameda County. There's the city of Alameda. But yeah, Los Angeles is a county. Manteca. And the city of Los Angeles is in LA County. Long Beach is in LA County, but Los Angeles is also. And then Los Angeles itself is broken up into, you know, all its little districts like Hollywood district and, the smallest city in America. Well, it might not be. I don't know. Because there's a difference between what's a city and what's like a
Maybe it's California.
a non-incorporated
Maybe it's Atascadero.
town.
Wait,
Because I mean, there's the town of Harmony. So I don't. You have to decide what's the difference between a city and a town, I guess. Because we got that town up in Harmony that's halfway between Cambria and Cayucas, and it's like population 18.
No, let's try.
Long Beach is in LA County, bro.
On the corner.
I think you might be tripping. Long Beach is the last city in the southern end of Los Angeles County. Next town, the first town south of Long Beach, Fountain Valley, is the first town in Orange County. Long Beach is definitely LA County. That I can pretty much guarantee. Hillary's from Long Beach. She grew up there. I mean, I'll give up a 95%. I'll give a 5% chance that I'm wrong, but I'd be willing to put pretty much any amount of money that Long Beach is in LA County. Hey, Hill! Is Long Beach in LA County? She said, yeah. She was born and raised there.
That's a hard hit. Lucky it didn't hit the poop.
You guys don't break anything down there, man.
Look how he lies.
Well, especially each other. That would be rough. These guys. It's all good. It's a big. LA is a confusing place. I've lived there many times. Lived there enough times to decide it was too confusing to try and live there any longer. In Alaska, you don't count 5 people a town. 15 people in your graduating class. Hillary had like what did she say, like 500 people in her graduating class down in Long Beach. Yeah, LA is just, there's so many people, man. I think that's one of its downfalls, is that there's so many people that people become numb to the fact that other people are sharing the world with them, and you start to, it gets to be overwhelming, I think, for a lot of people. And it's like you get this mind state mentality that you don't want to be around people. It makes for very antisocial. You, it's funny how LA is one of those places where you could be like surrounded by people but feel very alone. It's very interesting in that way. Whereas a town like here in Sparks, like I went to the grocery store and I'm used to the more smaller populations now, and everybody talks to each other. At least I talk to everybody at the grocery store, whether they want me to or not. I do like smaller more sparsely populated areas because people haven't gotten sick of each other. Is my main thing for liking stuff like that. I like people to enjoy seeing you and not see you coming and be like, another person, god damn it. Are you trying to tell a chicken to be quiet?
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. Yeah, my sister's like, even though she lives out here, she's still not as, so yeah, Brian was at the store talking to everybody. I can't help it. I like it. It's a better way to live, in my opinion. Talk to people. How soon after ball pythons are born do I start feeding? I wait for them to shed out first, and after they have their first shed, so I'll keep them together in the same tub until they have their first shed, and then I'll separate them, and then I'll just kind of feel it. Maybe later that after I've separated them out, give them a day or two to get used to being by themselves. There's actually been times when I tried to offer them food after they shed out, but they're all still together in their little ball, which is a little tricky because they're all together still. But I only tried that once. I don't do that anymore. I will put them in their own separate tubs after they shed out, and then I'll start trying to offer to them maybe within a couple days or so. And if they don't take, I'll try to. My technique is to warm the fuzzy rat up to the nice temperature, 100 degrees or so, and be very delicate and slow, and like slowly make the rat approach, because I'm doing frozen thawed and everything. And with luck, they strike, which a couple of them did on this last clutch, and grab the prey item and eat it. And if not, then I'll leave it in there for them to do the carrion thing and grab it, without striking it, and just go up and eat it. And if they don't, then I'll wait and try again next week. And after a certain amount, once I see that it seems like they're getting weak or like they're going to be losing weight, then I'll start trying to assist feed. If after the first 3 or 4 offerings they don't take on their own, and they don't take it when I leave it in there or anything like that, then I'll move to assist feed after that. I hope that answered your question. Maybe I think I more than answered your question there potentially. Just shut up, sop in the ice cream aisle and visit with people. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. We're all Fahrenheit over here, man. I can't convert to Celsius. It's just asking too much, Ellen. No, the only thing I know, the only conversion I can do successfully without having to think about it is that freezing is 0 in Celsius, which makes great sense. It's perfect sense. And that water boils at 100 also makes perfect sense. Yeah, I like that. Everything makes more sense in the metric system. But no, here we are. Now that we've revolutionized and we revolted against the crown and all that. We're still using old King George's foot to measure our 2x4s. How funny is that? And speaking English. I remember one time when I was visiting over in the UK, I was up in southern Scotland visiting the oh no, I'm sorry, it was actually in Ireland, and the lady that was at the Bushmills distillery where I was at the time was from Scotland, and I was having a conversation with her. Yeah, which aren't 2x4 anymore, right? 1.5 by 3.5. So I was having a conversation with this lady from Scotland at the Bushmills distillery in Ireland, and at some point during the conversation, we talked about how I was visiting from Hawaii and this and that, and at some point during the conversation, she just looks at me and goes, "Your English is superb." I was like, "Yeah, well, I've been speaking it my whole life. I hope I got it down at some point along the way." It's funny stuff. So anyway, on that note, it's getting a little dark. I'm gonna go inside and hang out with the fam. It was good hanging out with you guys, giving you guys some updates. Yeah, get a hold of me. Tomorrow on Triple B TV is gonna be the dudes from Scaled, which is a fun one. The awesome dudes from Canada. Those guys were a blast to have on. I kind of wish we would have just gone longer and just. I need to meet up with those guys again. They put on the biggest show in Western Canada. They put on the Western Canadian Reptile Expo, which is the biggest show up in Western Canada, I believe. So those dudes are the guests tomorrow. And then Thursday, Jesse's going to be showing this crazy Cypress Mojave Fire Enchi ball python that just looks like this. I put a picture on Instagram of it a couple weeks back. It just looks like a mocha frappuccino of a snake. Crazy looking thing. And then Friday, I'm actually not going to put a video out on Friday for the first time in a while. But then Saturday will be that whole egg breach video. But yeah, hope you guys have a good time.